Now we're about to spend 2 weeks in each other's company. And even though that's the only thing I want and the only thing I can think about, I can't help wondering whether it will be the same. "I'll catch you at the restaurant," I say. "I just have to pick a few things up from Miss Mills's office and then head home to change." Kira squeezes my arm. "Oh God, I have to figure out what to wear too." I smile weakly as she rushes off. The elation of finishing my exams has given way to a new set of nerves. The will my boyfriend still like me kind. I know I should feel more confident that Noah likes me just the way I am, but when your first boyfriend is currently one of the most famous new musicians on the planet, that's easier said than done. The hallways are almost deserted, and the only sound is the squeak of my Converse trainers on the linoleum floor. I can't believe this is my last catch-up with my photography teacher, Miss Mills. Feels like she's been there for me a lot this year. She's probably the only person I've really opened up to about what went on last Christmas and New Year, other than my parents. Even with Elliot, I sometimes hold things back. Having a set of impartial ears was something I never wanted, but also never knew I needed. It didn't help that I had a panic attack in the small cupboard Miss Mills converted into a makeshift darkroom. It was only a couple of weeks after the news broke online about Noah and me. Normally I find the darkroom soothing, but whether it was the fumes or the enclosed space, or the fact that the picture I was developing was of Noah's handsome face, a face that I wouldn't be seeing for ages, I almost passed out into the chemicals. Luckily, it was after school, so no one had to see panicky Penny in action all over again. And Miss Mills made me a cup of tea and fed me biscuits until I started talking, and just couldn't stop. She's helped me ever since, but I knew what would have helped me the most: my blog. Blogging had always been so liberating. Even though I had set all future posts on Girl Online to private after posting my final blog, From Fairy Tale to Horror Story, I couldn't ignore the familiar itch that I wanted to scratch, that urge to share my thoughts with the world. Girl Online had been my creative and emotional outlet for over a year, and I missed it, and the community of online readers I had come to call friends. I knew if I had just reached out to them, my blog readers would have supported me through this, just as they supported me through the early stages of my anxiety. But the only thing I could picture whenever I closed my eyes and dreamt of updating my blog was all the hateful people online, poised over their keyboards, waiting to tear me apart. Even though so many people were supportive and lovely to me, it only took one nasty comment to send me back into a dark spiral. I'd never felt so paralyzed before, so unable to write. Normally words flowed out of my fingers like water, but everything I wrote seemed stilted and wrong. I put it all down in a journal instead, but it just didn't feel the same. I tried to describe these feelings to Miss Mills. In that spiral, the people online become clowns in thick makeup, and when they smile, their teeth are razor sharp. They're like monsters, but instead of lurking in the dark, they're right there for everyone to see. They're all my worst fears rolled into one. They're a million nightmares. They make me want to pack up all my things and move in with a remote tribe in the Amazon rainforest who think aeroplanes are evil spirits sent from the gods. Elliot told me about them. I bet they've never heard of Girl Online or Noah Flynn. I bet they don't know about Facebook or Twitter or viral videos that just don't ever seem to disappear. Even if I lived only in Brighton, England, it would be okay. Most of my school has forgotten about my scandal, the same way they've forgotten the name of last year's X Factor winner. My dad says that today's news is tomorrow's fish and chip paper, and he's right. The novelty of finding out about my blog, and even about Noah and me, has now worn thinner than the knees of my favourite jeans. But I don't live in a remote jungle, or really even in Brighton, England. Instead, I am a citizen of